One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Noles will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. The quick out. Shakes off the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
What a terrible, terrible shank. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. On the run, it's Webster. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still on his feet. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to return men is muffing punts, fumbling it, putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part.
Going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
To the air, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. They'll go to the toss. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might as well give it to him again. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got a man. It's McCoy. Showing off the arm. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on first down. And that is incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
That's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for room, it's Diggs. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Got a man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And the Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense is won.
Wide open spaces. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field.
There he goes. They'll stop him at the 22 after a 5-yard pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got it behind the line. It's Webster. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the air, it's Berry. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Looking everywhere for room to run with really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Love the play by the wide receiver because he didn't get lazy. He adjusted his route accordingly, so the depth got past the 1st down marker, and now he's helping out his offense keep the drive alive.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Simmons. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket? You've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown. Oh, miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Berry. He's going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll leave it with him. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You can tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Taylor. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Quickly complete. Got room at the 35. It's a seam wide open. Oh, a lot of space. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Sperry. It's complete to the left. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Noles want to move quickly. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, Florida State.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Caught near the sticks. It's right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Sperry. Using his legs to buy some time. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
back to work with the first down in the final period. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. That's caught. It's Webster.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. And I can throw it to him and try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Quick completion on the out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. On the run, it's Diggs. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Pocket breaking down. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Pittman. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And this defense is a half a beat behind. keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolute shame. Missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this one will be stopped. For no gain.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Makes the catch. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience.